pleasure to have you here. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be talking to you about 5 trends on RegTech. The reason why I'm in front of you is I'm Janos Barberis, one of the co-convener of the RegTech course of CFTE. This has been done in collaboration with Douglas Honor, who is a professor of law at Hong Kong University Law School. So 5 trends, 5 minutes. First one, RegTech for KYC and onboarding. It has been very clear that KYC and knowing your customer capabilities have not only been a cost reduction exercise for financial institutions, but it also has been a capability for compliance officers to provide a much better user experience to the end users of financial institutions. For example, now not only is it cheaper to do a KYC, but it's also more pleasurable for someone opening a bank account to be able to do it from the comfort of their home. Second RegTech trend, monitoring of markets. Markets have been a huge source of data, especially the stock market and the securities market. Since the late 70s, the SEC has been able to monitor changes in market in order to look for insider trading. But in the last few years, as you've seen of the whole market turbulences, either because of COVID, because of inflation, because of the current war which are happening, markets have been highly volatile and therefore a source of sometimes insider trading. That capacity of being able to monitor market will provide to regulator a better capability to create more fair, efficient, and transparent financial market. Third trend, sustainability. With the rise of ESG, green finance, and sustainable finance, there are more and more financial institutions which are looking at really measuring their impact, but most importantly, the measurement. Is it a real impact? As we know, regulatory technology applies both to regulation of financial services, but also making sure that any institution that has compliance obligation upholds their obligation towards their local regulator, whether being in financial servicing, pharmaceutical, but also, for example, traditional media capabilities. And as a result, that's another trend that we're going to be expecting to see soon. The fourth trend, consolidation of regulatory technology startup. Regulation technology is a $50 billion plus industries, and it's a very sticky revenue. In the last few years, there's been over 500 RegTech startups coming up, and we're currently observing a trend of consolidation, acquisition, M&As. The reason why we see that is financial institutions, but also large groups like, for example, Thomson Reuters or Wolters Kluwer, are looking at the innovation capabilities of the RegTech solution, but also capture the recurring revenue and the sticky revenue that those startups have been able to reach over time. Why are the startups interested? Distribution and scale. As venture funding is reducing, their capability of growing is more through larger groups that own larger relationships, and as a result, we should be expecting to see much more M&A activities. Another trend that we see, for example, in RegTech, and that we expect seeing much more, is the capability of using artificial intelligence to monitor better the behavior of sales team in order to make sure that the sales capability in financial institution is compliant from day one. Therefore, a merging of the alignment of information between the back office and the front office should be providing both a more compliant financial institution, but also a better purchasing experience to end clients that want to buy a product in their financial institution. Finally, the last trend that I would recommend for people to look is monitoring the different news coverage currently happening. It has been very clear that since the US election, there's been a dividing or polarization of opinion around the world. Whilst not RegTech from a compliance perspective, clearly the capability of monitoring how information is being reported, in which tone, which audience, and which impact has certain significant legal and financial consequences. And therefore the capabilities of comparing news in real time and seeing how the sentiment of the public is being affected by the news is something we should be expecting to see much more going forward. I hope that those 5 trends have been helpful for you. I know that the team at CFTE will be asking you to vote for some of them, and I look forward to seeing your choices, but also hearing how you've learned from this course and how it allows you to be a better professional, regulator, of entrepreneur.